Hello, my name is Joshua Weiner, and I'm here today to share with you a game from World Chess Tournament at the 35th Empire City Chess Tournament. It was in 2016, held at the Philadelphia Hotel in my hometown, New York City, New York, United States of America. This was the round 2 of the under 1900 section, and I was playing the white pieces against my opponent Lauro Nava. I opened the game with c4 playing the English, and my opponent played knight f6, and then I was surprised at his second move. As I played d4, he responded with the Budapest Defense, playing e5. I decided not to accept the pawn and play continued with standard development here. As he closed his bishop out of the pawn chain on d6, I considered queenside development, but instead decided to work towards castling my king. However, I did not play the important h3 move in move 6, which allowed him to win the f-pawn with his minor pieces placed as such, so play continued. After we both castled, this is a fairly balanced position. The computer gives an edge to black, having won a pawn in exchange of equal bishops. However, the move knight to g3 was considered an inaccuracy. I think my opponent was looking to target the e4 square, which was weak, but if he's preparing f5 eventually, perhaps knight f4 is better because it targets more squares in the area, and the computer here agreed. The Stockfish Jr. Says that nf4 was a better move. And here, as I was expecting f5, the opponent played it very quickly here on move 18, and this was my long think time, and I was able to find the best continuation. E takes f5 after over half an hour of clock time. When Lauro pushed the pawn, I was pleased with that. I thought, well, I have no problem taking the pawn back and simplifying the position here, and I think all of the black's advantage from that open f file is now at this point I feel white has the advantage. Black can continue with queen to g5 or queen to f6, but chose to go to d6, which allowed me to, since these pieces are not developed on the queen side, allowed me to check at d8, and then as the rook was placed, just come back, and I thought of creating the battery, but the knight's hanging, and I couldn't find a mating net with my rook and my queen and bishop. So I just brought my queen back to reset, and I thought, well, I have a lot of open files, this is still undeveloped, and I can swing my rook over, and now I certainly have an advantage. The computer, however, is saying that no, black has the best move continuation of getting the queens off the board with queen to b6, or if I try and stop that with c5, can grab the b pawn. So here I set up the battery, but again I was looking for a mating net. I mean, here if I check now, and then the king has to leave, and then this rook skewer would decide the game. So the queen retreated to the center, which was computer says was the best move. I checked anyway to flush the king out. The king went to f7, and then now my knight's hanging, so I brought the queen back. And I was expecting Lauro to go with king back to g8 and maybe accept a perpetual. And so while I was thinking he was going to do that, I was surprised by him bringing the king out into the open, into the center, and creating a possible skewer here and other tactics with an exposed king. So I checked and considered playing c5, but instead brought the rook over. Now queen takes pawn is not acceptable because of the skewer tactic, and so Lauro created this battery, eyeing f2 and picking up the rook. So I considered defending the rook, but his blunder in the game was bishop takes h3, and instead of on the d file, I'm able to skewer on the f file, and that was when Lauro resigned this game. I was pleased with the win. Enjoy chess. Thank you for watching.